Welcome back, Dungeoneers. It's Sunday afternoon. And that could only mean one thing. It sounded like Dungeons and Dragons! You're watching Dice and Dungeons, and I'm here at the table. Woo!
I'm David Wong. I play Nine as a Waxy Bard.
I'm Nicole Bates. I play Surian Sul, the Rasati Druid.
The who druid?
The Rasati?
Okay.
Don't.
The changeling.
That changeling is a made-up name that non-changelings call us.
Call you. I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I have to learn something new every day. I'm Greg. I play Ralph for a blog fighter.
I introduced myself in
For
episode
blog?
1 that way.
I want a fur blog.
Yeah. So you have a fur blog?
What is the link to your fur blog?
What's your favorite fur?
Just
what's my favorite
FIR.
blog?
Oh.
F-I-R.
I
So
think your
it's
fur
trees.
blog.
I think
No,
it's
I like
F-E-R.
fur blog.
Fur
Like,
blog.
No, it's-
F-U-R-B-L-O-G.
I'm
it's
pretty
like
sure that your
furs,
fur
like-
blog can be found at patreon.com/Dyson Dungeons. And if you're interested in supporting Ulseth's fur blog, wink,
Go there
then you can go there.
and post in the comments endlessly until Ulseth starts writing blogs about fir trees.
Now, I haven't actually done anything called a fur blog yet, but now I think I'm gonna.
I think you should put one up at least once a month.
Just have the computers do it. It's all computers.
You're right. You could just have somebody say,
It's all computer.
"Hey, you AI,
No,
write a
No.
blog, a fur blog every week."
no, don't do that. That would be so bad. Who are you?
No one of consequence. And
Where do you go if you want to buy some like D&D stuff?
if
Where do you
you're
go?
no one of consequence, you know where you should go.
Why are you telling that about?
I was gonna say, like, if you want to be someone of consequence, you should go to.
Well,
Yeah.
I wanted to be more relatable to all of us people who don't matter.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
The common person.
Go to Geekified and buy all sorts of tabletop gaming things.
Magic cards, things like that.
There. Yeah, or you can go to their Facebook page and buy things online and
It's-
have delivered probably.
Consequential.
They didn't have a
It is.
Discord channel.
Man, that's one hell of a promo.
You don't matter. Buy. You do matter, but you can still buy.
You can still buy there
Yeah, buy.
at Geekified.
Fur blog and buy on.
And with that, Dungeoneers, let's roll. Last week on Dice and Dungeons, Midnight Brunch followed Nines to retrieve the Ninesophone from the Thousand Strings music store. But while waiting to finalize some additional terms of sale and distribution, and especially over the use of Nine's likeness, because as we all know, trade negotiations are the content that everyone loves,
Especially in sci-fi.
Nines was insulted and challenged to a battle of musical skills by a former fan who goes by the name Laser. We rejoined the group back at their Drogmaran home following the issuance of a challenge.
What time is it?
I think it is time for.
I look at my Nines watch.
Yeah, it's a Nine's watch time.
Yeah, I
What's
think
my
it is
Nines
time for
watch?
supper.
It's like 11.
Oh, let's go get lunch.
It's like 11.
Let's go get lunch.
Let us have lunch.
Is it like 11 a.m. or p.m.?
Am.
It's like
guys want
11
lunch?
a.m.
You know
Yeah,
what
let's
we
go
are.
get lunch.
You know what we are
I'm just
missing
gonna
at our
stay
house.
here because I got a lot of contract stuff to work
Do you
out.
want us to get you something?
Yeah, we could take takeout.
We could eat in the store.
No, I'm gonna stay at home because we're at home.
Oh, we're at home.
Yeah.
We're not in the store anymore.
No, we're at
Okay.
home.
Yeah, so
Which
then
you,
we'll go get
which
food.
you
How did we
realize
get here?
because you're in the house with me. Yeah.
Look at the Tootsie Roll. Get back in your box, Candy Wizard.
Okay.
We really should get someone to go look at that.
Oh. It just dropped a pound of saltwater, Taffy.
All of
Why
that.
is it wet? Extra salt water.
It is fresh salt water.
Where did it get fresh salt water?
Is the Candy Wizard gonna be okay?
I love the Candy Wizard. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
They're built to last. You
Hey,
just-
we're gonna leave you alone
just
with the
go.
Candy Wizard now.
That'll hold.
I'm a little worried about
It's
what's
just
going
throwing
on.
a tantrum.
The worst that could happen is that you could be hit with a hard candy.
Or it finds the knives.
Huh? Yeah. Okay. I'm
It
not gonna worry
doesn't
about
have
Candy
good
Wizard.
hands. You're probably fine.
So, yeah, I'm just gonna stay here at home with the
Okay.
Candy Wizard, I guess,
Yeah.
and work on the contracts that I
Do
have
you
to
want
write
us
up.
to bring you anything?
Oh, sure. Bring me a spicy chicken sandwich or wrap. Preferably wrap.
Spicy chicken wrap. Mm-hmm. We'll have to go to the spicy chicken wrap store.
It's basic, but I like it.
Do they have forced rhymes there?
We don't know yet.
All right, let's go to the finest wrap-based establishment.
All right, we do that. Dylan, just make sure if the Candy Wizard tells you to go take a nap, don't do it. Bye.
In fact, if the Candy Wizard talks at all, just don't acknowledge it.
Why?
Bye.
Bye. See you later. We will bring you a wrap.
So we leave.
We will bring you a wrap. Don't take a nap.
All right, what place has chicken wraps and other things?
You make your way to
Under wraps.
Under.
done.
Oh.
There. You make your way to Under Wraps. It is a
Is it like around the back and down some stairs?
Do you actually have to knock to get into this place?
Oh, yeah, it's very much like a speakeasy themed place, which is a little weird because speakeasies never existed in this world because they never did something so stupid as prohibition.
Yeah. So there.
Maybe I'll
Yeah.
We want some wraps, please. We need a spicy chicken wrap, and can I also get what do you guys want?
I would like a Reuben wrap.
One Reuben wrap. Can you hear me through that slot?
I need the password.
Sturmgrimmy.
Swordfish wrap.
Come on in. Come on. Hurry up. Hurry up.
That was a reference to a Marx Brothers movie.
Come on.
I go in.
I also go in.
I go in too.
What's this establishment like?
Yeah.
How many of you today?
3 and 1 to go order.
All right. Table's over there. Go
Wait,
sit.
did Ardamore come?
We don't know where Ardmore
We don't know.
is.
Ardamore.
Ardmore hasn't been with us in quite a while. Ardamore's with us.
In spirit.
4 and a boulette and 1 to go.
All right. Take the big booth over there.
Okay. Also, you're gonna have to carry it.
Carry what?
The booth.
Go sit there.
Oh, you said take a booth.
Yeah, I thought I was like doing a solidly Ulseth joke, and it's just not registering with you at all.
No.
All right, we go sit down in the booth.
Is it a nice booth?
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Is
It's
it
comfortable.
like red leatherette?
Oh, yeah. I mean, what else could it be?
Is it
From-
tufted? Or is it just smooth?
I think it's just smooth.
That would be more authentic.
Yeah.
From a scale of Chili's to Applebee's, how much crazy crap is on the wall?
Oh. What was that? It was that Irish pub theme place that went out of business.
Bennigan's?
Bennigan's. It's like Bennigan's, where there's a fair bit of crazy crap on the walls, but not quite Applebee's level.
Oh, so they have a Monte Cristo wrap?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, let's get that.
You're not going to have that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're having a Monte Cristo wrap,
Reuben wrap.
Reuben wrap. We need a spicy chicken wrap with Ardmore having the clam wrap.
Yeah.
Clam wrap with urchin sauce.
Yeah, where's our waiter or waitress?
Yeah.
Or waiter?
You have to write this down.
She's getting
she's
in
being a
character.
All right, everyone. My name's Susie. What do you want?
I want a
Alright.
Monte Cristo wrap.
Monte Cristo.
Extra jelly.
Yeah. What do you want?
Reuben wrap.
Okay.
French dip wrap, extra fries.
Doing the dip on the side.
No, inside.
You want us to just get the sandwich really wet?
Yeah.
Can I get half waffle
Yeah,
fries and
extra.
half curly fries?
We don't have waffle.
Why don't you have waffle fries?
I don't know. It's
If
not
I
my
buy you a waffle maker, will you make me waffle fries?
No.
They are
It's got to be past like health codes and stuff
Do you
like
have?
that.
Do you have?
You're
hash-
an illegal establishment.
It's just themed to be illegal.
Ardmore with like a clam wrap with urchin sauce.
urchin sauce.
Wrap with urchin sauce.
And we need a spicy chicken wrap to go at the end of the meal.
What does Sevens want?
Sevens will have like the rest of the meat in the kitchen.
Seems like a lot of food.
What do you mean?
Like all the meat in the kitchen?
Sevens is a growing boulette.
And what one did you want again?
The French dip wrap with
Right.
sauce on the inside, or jus on the inside. Jus.
Oh, gee.
Jus.
Extra wet inside.
God, they should make French dip gushers.
All right.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah, that would be something.
Do you want the?
It would definitely be
Do you want the
something.
powdered sugar on top or just on the side?
Like everywhere.
Just like on everyone too.
Extra. Okay, so I've got a Monte Cristo with extra sugar. I got a Reuben wrap. I got a French dip wrap, extra wet on the inside. A clam wrap with the urchin sauce, and a spicy chicken wrap to go at the end.
And all the meat in the kitchen.
For my boulette.
Meat. And
But make sure that it's all the meat in the kitchen after you have done the other sandwiches.
yeah, no problem. Can I get you guys anything to drink?
Can we get like a big pitcher of iced tea with straws for everyone sticking out of it?
You just want to slobber on a pitcher of iced tea together?
Yeah, don't you? It's a team building exercise.
Slurp. Do you have sarsaparilla?
At a speakeasy?
Yes, that is wrong. It is not easy to say that, so
Okay,
it would not
half-
be at a speakeasy to say sarsaparilla.
Half sarsaparilla, half iced tea in a pitcher.
All right, half iced tea, half sarsaparilla, and a slobber pitcher. I'll be back with those in a minute.
Thanks.
Okay.
Look at the menu. Is slobber pitcher a menu item?
No. She's just willing to accommodate.
A nice waitress.
So, Nines, what do you know about Laser Wave?
What? We just came back from the store.
Yeah, I
And
know.
also it's Synthwave.
But it's was created by Laser, so it's Laser Wave.
Yeah, but why are there so many albums of this? And I drop like a stack of albums. How long has he been making this? Why did I bring these with me to the restaurant?
These look like they were all printed in the last year.
I look at the dates of all of them.
She's right. They all have copyrights for this year.
How many do I have?
And it's only February.
What is a reasonable amount of synthwave albums from Laser? Because I assume, is there other people
there must
making
be
albums,
others.
or is it just Laser?
No, there's lots of people making albums.
Yeah, it's a whole
Like who?
genre. Like laser beam.
So they got Laser, of course. They have a group that's called Phase Discriminator.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Then they have another group that's called Oscillations.
Do they have half silvered mirror?
Yeah, Half Silvered Mirror.
How about Sky Mall?
No.
How about Alpha Sky Mall?
Yes.
What about Portmanteau?
Portmanteau?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
No, they don't have
He's a
that.
little too indie for them.
What about Delta Sky Mall? It's an offshoot.
No. On the grounds of I don't want to get yelled at by Delta.
At all. Just by Alpha.
What did the clerk say was the best album?
There was one with the dragon on it that had laser eyes on a rainbow.
They all have that.
That was
Well,
called,
that's like 4 of them have that.
the one you're thinking of was the Alpha Protocol, and it was by Steel Wyvern.
How they spell steel?
Steel with a silent Z.
I thought it was going to be ST3AL.
No. Steel with a silent Z at the end.
With a silent V.
Yeah, but all these albums have Z in it somewhere. Even Alpha Sky Mall.
Every single one of them has a Z in there somewhere.
Yeah.
All of
I
them.
believe it's pronounced Zed.
The only person you've met that does that you know of
Is
is
Laser.
Laser.
Lazetter.
Yeah. Led Zeppelin.
Lazetter.
Yeah. None of us can say anything anymore.
That's the power of
There's
synthwave.
so much rap in my mouth.
You got yours already?
Yep.
How did that happen?
Navidian
So
band.
sloshy. There's one in front of you too.
We're so involved. We're talking about synthwave that we didn't even see food arrive.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a terrible thought.
What?
Owen is not here to pay for this.
Maybe we get so involved in talking about synthwave we forget to pay.
Nom 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 nom.
I'm going to be polite and take mine back.
Hey guys, here's your. What are you doing? Why are you all pretending to eat?
We're practicing.
We're role playing.
Food gets.
Can I have my real food, please?
Here's your iced tea and sarsaparilla 50-50 mix slobber pitcher.
All right, everyone, gather around. Yeah, get in here.
Oh, keep going. I need more for the ASMR video.
4 nerds drinking fake water.
3 nerds and a puppet.
Thank you. Boop.
That sounds like a series of very unfortunate YouTube videos. 3 nerds and a puppet, and then fill in what they do.
Hey,
Pretend to drink a terrible beverage.
If you got that up on the internet in 1998, you would be the funniest thing on the planet.
I think
See
if you
how
got it
easy
up in
things were in
2007, you would within a few months, devolve into just YouTube poop of the puppet.
So, yeah. So, are we taking this all to go?
All to go.
Oh, can you wrap all of this to go?
Why didn't you guys just say you wanted it to go?
Oh,
We just did.
we
You said just say to go. We just
suddenly
said to go.
decided that it should all be to go.
What, you don't like the restaurant now?
Well, we drank from the pitcher.
Well,
I think we don't like the restaurant now. Is that what you're saying also?
no, let us just eat here.
Okay, we eat here. We're gonna eat here in your
Except
filthy establishment.
Except for the spicy chicken wrap, which is to go.
Here's your food. Dishes sort of clanging down on the table. Very unromantically.
It's so sloshy.
We're not on a date.
Yours just kind of has it's got a steady stream running from the other table.
Pete is really good at absorbing liquid.
Famously.
Or is it a tortilla?
It's a tortilla.
A tortilla is famously good at absorbing liquid.
This is very good urchin sauce. What's your name?
Susie, she already...
I
Left.
wasn't here when I got introduced.
Oh, were you in the bathroom?
Yeah.
Wait, you just told me you went swimming a second ago.
Where?
In the bathroom.
In the bathroom. You said you found this small swimming pool.
This urchin sauce is very good.
And
I don't like this puppet anymore.
that, dear audience, is called avoidance.
I didn't.
I'm sentient now. I can do that.
You're welcome.
It's one of the skills I learned.
So, Nines, how are you gonna beat him in this charity?
I just have to listen to a few of these albums and just copy the work and then make it my own.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Kind of like,
The voice.
Yeah, I like the voice. He takes all of my music.
and
Yeah.
and steals it. Yes.
He says I made like 30 of these albums in like 3 months. How hard can this music
You
be?
know what you need to do?
What?
You need to find a band that's super litigious. Put out a song that's just a copy of it, so the voice will copy that, and then they'll sue the voice.
That is very wonderful, convoluted plan.
I think I'll still end up in trouble though, and I don't want that.
Well, but
Oh.
you're an outlaw.
That's true. I will do that then.
But you also gave up on your quest for vengeance, right?
Well, on The Voice.
Yeah.
I can
this
do
is-
vengeance on other people.
Oh, okay. Like Laser?
Yeah, like Laser.
So
As
do you-
long as I don't dwell on it, I think that's the problem. If you dwell on it and make that your entire personality, this is just a facet of my personality.
Oh. Should we do you think we could win if we just break his guitar right before?
Like you can do it that way, but I have to win musically.
Okay, but you're saying I could do that. I could break his guitar right before the performance.
Like he might have more than one.
I could break all of his things that he owns right before the performance.
You could just burn his house down,
I didn't say
set his
that.
car on fire.
Susie, I did not say that.
Excuse me, Susie.
Yeah.
Why are you hanging out at the table?
Can we have another picture?
Could I have another
Ours is
clam-
empty.
Another clam wrap, but even double the urchin sauce.
Sure.
Where do you even put it all?
Otters can eat a surprisingly large amount of food.
You would be surprised.
I am surprised. You're eating a whole nother one. You're like 3 inches tall.
And the wrap is slightly larger than your body.
You could actually crawl into one of the wraps.
I'm also fairly certain that this would be maybe some of the worst food that you could give an otter.
Yeah, but it's a sentient
Are they
otter.
fried clams?
Yeah,
Nice.
they're fried clams in a tortilla.
I do a nature check. Oh, you're not doing well.
You maybe should have the second
I'm
one.
sorry.
Like cheese, and
I
then
did
a
not
sriracha
order
sauce, and
Like
a,
real
and a
cheese
mayo.
or
The
like
urchin sauce is mostly mayo.
Aioli.
Did you say aioli? Is that what you
Yes.
said, Artemore?
Yes. Not mayo.
Yes, aioli.
Mayo,
Mayo. would
Mayoli.
make- Mayo. If I ate mayo, I would become human.
Yeah, that is how it works. If an otter eats mayo, that's where humans come from.
Humans eat mayo all the time, and so if I ate mayo, then I would be a human.
This is the weirdest Cinderella story I've ever heard.
Man, I love playing D&D.
Pea coats
Is
and
that what we're
mayonnaise.
doing? Because I thought we were just eating at a restaurant.
Oh, do we
Imaginarily eating at
do
a
we have an
restaurant.
album from Pea Cokes and Mayonnaise? That sounds like a synth wave band. Pea Coats and Mayonnaise.
It was.
Our sound is warm, but also eggy.
Warm like this mayonnaise.
Peacoats and mayonnaise does not sound
I'm
like a
going to take another
synthwave
swim
band.
in that room.
That sounds like either a prog rock band that failed, or more likely, a mid 2010s alt rock band that had a couple good songs that did pretty well on Spotify and then never really went anywhere
But,
after
I
that.
thought
if
it
you
sounded-
think about it,
I thought it sounded more like a band from the British invasion back in the 60s.
and if you think about it, isn't a synthwave band just a prog rock band that failed?
No. I don't know. I think that's a little unfair to both genres.
Synthwave is just a keyboardist from a prog rock band that got lazy.
Oh, okay.
He's like, I don't want to work with other people.
I want it. I can
Yeah,
do
I think
this in my room.
I think a synthwave group that it's more a keyboardist that went, I don't like other people.
I like other people, and I really like dials.
Yeah.
I guess we're all going to find out.
Is there an
soon.
album from Antisocial Dials in there?
Now that does sound like a synthwave group.
With a Z?
Yes.
Several Z's.
It is ANTI
Z?
no.
No.
ANTI ZOZIAL.
I said.
That's exactly what you said.
They're a contrarian band. So
So I tell you, you spelled it wrong. No matter.
the spelling
how
changes every time someone gets it right.
correct. They're like, oh, now we have to rechange.
How
Wait.
big is a symbol?
Well, what do you mean that's the way you spell it? There's no Z in the anti.
No.
No, Dad said ANTIZ, and then you're like, no, it's ANTIZ.
Yeah.
Which is the perfect antisocial dials response
Yes.
to.
How-
I mean, fair.
Yeah.
Can't really argue that point.
How big is
No.
the synthwave scene in this town?
How big is it?
Yeah, like how big is it?
You have no idea.
Well, I can't. I should because I looked at how many albums they sell, and
Maybe
apparently
Susie
there's a lot
knows.
of local.
Well, there's a lot of synthwave
Hey,
albums.
Susie,
I just want to know if
Yeah,
what do you know about synthwave?
a little bit.
All right, that's more than Nines knows, but he has to do a concert in a week.
All right, good luck.
Yeah, you wanna come?
Do you have a keyboard?
He has a,
Yes, I just bought one
No.
about 30 minutes ago.
no, it's a
It-
guitar.
Guitar.
Well, it's like a keyboard. It's just it has a neck.
That's fine. Do you have any dials?
I pull out the box that I brought with me in case I got bored in the car.
Heart.
Old Seth's back.
We
He
need to
has
finish
the
all.
car like stapled to his arm.
We
He
need
just
to
hasn't noticed
finish.
it yet.
We need to finish Ulseth 2 so Ulseth 2 can carry him.
That's right. But that's also just one job. He needs
Does
to
your
make his
guitar have
replacement.
dials?
Yeah, I'm looking at the box.
Oh yeah, it's got dials.
How many dials?
3.
4.
Whoa, deluxe.
Do they all go to 11 or they only go to 10?
5.
There-
Or do they go
There's-
to Z?
There's no markers on it.
Okay.
There's no markers or labeling at all on
Does it
any
have like
part.
the notch at least? No, it's just blank dials. Do they do anything, or are they
they-
just on there?
Do they stop spinning at a certain point?
Yeah. Do they?
Yeah, there's
Do they
there's
have
stuff.
fidget dials on there though? Like, so it makes it look like you're like altering the sound, but you're really just like doing something with your hands when you're like sustaining the note.
That does seem like a very synthwave artist thing to have, doesn't it?
does, yeah.
I have no idea what happened to him, or if he, I don't know, became like some horrible person later. I have no idea. Do you remember the minor YouTube sensation, Ronald Jenkins?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. He was making some pretty good, like, synthwave music in the mid 2010s. I bought a couple of his albums. He signed them, send the CDs to me. I used to really like listening to him. I haven't listened to him in a while.
Why haven't you?
I don't know. Just I've been listening to different music for a little while now. Some stuff that I hadn't been listening to much before. You know, I rotate through what I've been listening to. I'm going to start listening to him. But I can definitely see Ronald Jenkins, who would start every video, "What's up, YouTube?"
And then just starts playing.
And then just
Like,
starts playing and, like, knocks it out of the ballpark. And he's, like, improvising on half of his stuff. He, like, builds on it, and then he does these improv riffs, and I would love it when he would hit something that he was like, oh, that was good, and then he would be like, he would react to his own success. They're fun videos. Hope he's not a terrible person these days. But
That's the dream of every YouTuber I watch.
yeah, you just hope they're not a terrible
I
person.
feel like YouTube as a profession has been around long enough where I'm like,
well, since
you
2000,
do not see me.
it's 20 years this year. YouTube's 20 years old.
We came a long way from YouTube poops, and we should go back.
Yeah, but the reason I bring up Ronald Jenkins is because I absolutely see him wanting to have like a fidget knob on his different keyboards, because he had like 4 in his studio, and keyboards.
Could we get the dessert wraps?
They have dessert wraps here.
They're called cannolis.
What are your dessert wraps?
Cannolis.
So we've got a peach cobbler dessert wrap. We have a lemon chocolate cake dessert wrap. We've got a red velvet cake dessert wrap. And that's kind of interesting. It's a little different. It comes in a red velvet tortilla.
Oh.
Yeah. And then it's got like a white chocolate like frosting core to it. With then a dark chocolate cake in between. Yeah. And then we also have a vanilla ice cream wrap.
Can we get all 4 of those to go with the spicy chicken wrap?
Well, you can get everything but the vanilla ice cream wrap to go. The
I
vanilla
want that one especially to go.
That one, it can only be done here.
Okay.
It doesn't to go.
Okay.
Can you just like take all the dessert wraps and then just make them bigger and bigger, but then wrap each other into each other?
All right. We'll get all of them to go except the ice cream wrap, which we'll get on a plate. And then we'll just take it with us.
I mean, you guys can like take it to go, but it won't last very long.
No, we move.
Because we'll eat it.
No, because we make the wrap out of ice cream.
Oh, the wrap itself is ice cream. That doesn't sound
So
sticky.
it's served on a super cooled plate. And you have to slowly extrude it and slice it.
All right. Well, we'll take one of each wrap. Dessert wrap.
Okay.
How is the clientele in this place? Are they all like us, just
We
like weird
are.
adventurers, or is there like a whole bunch of people who are like,
Here's your desserts.
Oh, that's fast.
Okay.
They're all pre-made.
Oh, okay.
Well, shall we go back and take all one their meal?
Yeah.
Okay.
are we gonna have to pay for this?
Oh, how much?
All that comes to 5 silver 6 copper.
Nice. You got this. 9s.
What? I just bought all these albums.
But you didn't write down how much they were. You just said you got them.
Well, I work at the music store.
You don't work at the music store.
I'm working adjacent to the music store. So it's on credit.
Did you not pay for these?
They gave me
albums?
this credit card and say I don't have to pay for anything.
5 silver and how many?
6 copper.
Fine, I'll buy this, I guess.
You're not gonna tip?
I thought that included. Isn't tips mandatory everywhere now?
It's built-in gratuity.
We don't tips.
Oh, this is a fantasy world.
You are Ardamore. We are
Next thing they
leaving
tell me
now.
you-
Food
Help
just
it.
costs what it costs, and you don't have to tip people. It's almost like you can do that. And people just pay what it costs to employ people and give them a good job that pays enough to live on, or something like that.
Nines was getting suspicious when the price on the menu was the price that they told him at the end of the meal, and it wasn't like 6 to 10% higher for whatever reason.
Yeah, it's funny. Like that could work maybe in some places that do that.
Not with my reptilian brain.
You're a badger.
Well, the funny thing is, if every place was like that, then your reptilian brain, you dumb little lizard brain, then it's fine, because then it's just all right there.
So you who are 9s, when did you trade in your brain for a reptile one?
All right, well, we have to get this back in a hurry because the ice cream will melt.
We run.
So I'm gonna wild shape into a horse so you can ride me back. Real
Okay,
quick.
you'll wild shape into a horse, and then you'll jump on a dragon, and we'll just fly.
No.
Okay, well, let's go back.
All right, I wild shape into, instead of a horse, a giant eagle.
So you just completely ignore the advice. Excellent.
I'll turn into
I
an
love
eagle,
it. Who doesn't?
a giant eagle, and carry you back.
What a weird looking horse! Nay!
I pick up Ulseth.
Oh, thank you. I
You have
grab
to
Ardamore.
T-pose first.
What?
He has to T-pose.
Yeah, you have to stick your arms out.
Yeah,
T-pose.
like you can't do it on my screen because I just.
So I can go
Yeah.
and grab you
I
at
would
my
T-pose,
talons.
but I don't
Nines,
know.
you're small enough to be on my back.
Yeah.
In Ardamore.
Yeah,
And I fly back to the
7s. Don't
house.
forget 7s.
7s is always with me. I fly back to the house.
Do we have an entrance for?
And I assume the colder air will keep the ice cream cool.
No.
Oh.
How far away?
Okay.
We're talking about like a difference of 5 degrees. You're just
So running-
you're not
running to the
going
house.
like
We're
30,000
on
feet.
top of a mountain.
A volcanic mountain.
It's still like
They can be
15,
cold.
18,000
It
feet.
would be cold until the
is-
very middle part. Then it gets real hot.
It is not 18,000 feet. It's like
180?
no, it's like a 5,000 foot mountain.
Well, maybe you need to run in very quickly and give
Yeah.
Olwen the ice cream.
I'll just crash through one of the windows.
Don't we have like a landing pad for eagles or something?
I also love that the idea to keep it cool was to fly it up vertically very high, and then your teammates would just cross the distance here, and then you would come back down,
I'm carrying them.
heating it back up as you go down.
No,
because
it's air
changes-
cooling.
Yeah, it's
That's how fans work.
which famously remove heat from things. That's how fans work, of
Listen,
course.
I just carry them back very quickly. Is the strategy.
That's the best strategy,
That's what I was doing.
Yeah.
and that's why I was laughing at the.
I was
Climbing
saying as
very
a
high.
side. I didn't say I was climbing high. I said as a side benefit because we're high up on a mountain, it might help cool it down.
I see. Okay.
Yes,
You're just
ideally it will
icy.
be icy.
You're
Yeah.
just
Because it was
ignoring
on a
all of
ferry.
my advice
Yeah.
What advice?
to not take that one home. But that's fine.
Listen, if it melts too much, Ulseth can drop it mid-flight.
And that won't ever come back to bite us.
And it's vanilla ice cream, right?
Yeah.
So it's white.
Yeah.
And you're an
So
eagle,
it
right?
fits.
So,
Yeah, just make a loud
I'm a
eagle.
candy eagle.
Yeah, just make a loud eagle noise.
and drop the white gooey thing.
So we do that.
No. Well, we only do that if it's melted so badly we can't take it.
Listen,
They
you
said
could
it
just
goes
say
bad pretty
you
quick.
fly home.
Oh, we aim for like construction worker that's digging himself into a hole. Make it a little splashy.
Anyway, I get home in record time.
Very, very fast.
Sure.
Oh, and eat this real quick.
Eat what?
This ice cream. Eat it, eat it, eat it,
There's
eat
nothing there. There's just some soggy chocolate now.
it. So if I bought ice cream at the grocery store and I don't get it home within 2 minutes,
Yeah,
it's just gone.
yeah. If it's thinly wrapped ice cream.
How thin is this ice
I
cream?
said the wrap is made of ice cream.
Well, that doesn't mean it couldn't be like an inch thick wrap. I don't know.
You didn't draw us
think-
a picture. You expected us to do it with our
Yeah.
brains.
I think what we need to do is figure out the exact specifications.
Can I have a diagram of this?
Here's your chicken wrap.
Oh, thanks. Sorry, the ice cream.
It's okay. We still have 3 other dessert wraps.
Yeah, we eat those.
Yeah.
Do we each get one, or do we just cut them into 3 pieces?
We cut them into 4 pieces.
Oh, so, okay.
Just for one. And if it, do you feed Arda more sugar? Why not?
Oh, hey, did you remember to pet the candy wizard on the hour?
No.
Well, we probably won't have to worry about that then.
Yeah.
Why?
No, just to make sure, you know. So,
Just don't do it twice in a row.
yeah. Never do it twice in a row.
Say, don't worry about
Never
it.
do what twice in a row?
That thing.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, you got it. Okay.
Yep. Usually when someone repeats something back, it means they understood.
Yeah. How's the wrap?
It's pretty good. Wish it was, I don't know, made of ice cream or something.
If you'd come with us, you could have had
That was
ice
a
cream.
joke. I can make jokes.
We take everything literally.
Yeah, we learned it from Ulseth.
You guys need to stop listening to Ulseth so much.
Oh,
Well, he's the
that's-
voice of reason.
Yeah.
Mostly people
No,
don't
he's the
listen to me
voice
at
of
all.
literalism.
All right. Well,
Oh, by the way, the Commodore Parrington's here.
who?
Would you like some soggy chocolate?
Who are you talking about? They just left.
You who are the Commodore.
Legal things to work on. Bye.
I don't think they're in the room.
Yeah, we look around the room.
Where is the Commodore? We'll never know. We have
Oh,
to search the whole house.
Nines
now.
goes back to his room.
You
Check
don't
all the
see him here?
bathrooms.
Yeah, I check my room 1st.
Not in your room.
I check my room's bathroom.
Not in your room's bathroom.
I checked my
Okay, good.
treehouse.
Not in the treehouse.
I check my stash.
Urban Tech room?
No.
My
No.
room?
No.
Is my stash still there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is everything there?
Everything's there.
Everything's there.
In the atrium admiring the sad donkeys?
At the Candy Wizard?
In the treehouse. Oh, the candy wizard doesn't usually make that noise.
We look in the Candy Wizard case. Huh.
This is why you need to pet him once an hour.
I would like a lollipop, please. Thanks.
Help me!
How'd you get in there?
Yeah. Why are you in there?
How did it sneak up on you? It makes so much noise.
Get me out of here!
What do we get out of it?
I'm in here!
I go to the left side of the Candy Wizard's case and I tickle the baseboard.
The door opens. Ah!
How did you know how to do that?
I read the manual!
Oh, it's the captain.
It is the captain who must not be named.
You can read?
Yes, I can read.
You thought he couldn't read?
To be honest, no.
Oh,
I'm insulted.
you should be
Nines has
insulted.
never
That
been
was
trapped by a
insulting.
candy wizard.
I was insulted and I was peppered.
Fair. Although, to be honest, I suppose I didn't think any of you except Soria could read.
Well, you did grow up in a swamp.
It
No,
does
I am
check out.
insulted, too.
I grew up in a swamp too. Don't insult
I was
swamps.
not in the swamp.
Wait, you grew up in a swamp?
Yeah, famously.
I thought he was the only one that grew up in a swamp.
No, Zoria is the only one who grew
I'm
up
pretty
in
sure
a swamp.
all of us grew up in a swamp.
I grew up in a city.
I grew up in a forest.
But it's like a swampy
Wait, you
city.
all-
I had a middle class growing up household.
You all grew up in swamps.
But your room is pretty swampy.
I checked the humidity in my room real quick.
No, your room back home in Tabaxo with all like the wet socks and fungus.
Yeah, it's very hard to make that swampy in the desert.
It was in a delta, a river delta.
Oh, you are the captain who has no name. Why were you inside the Candy Wizard?
My name's Commodore Parrington.
The captain, yeah.
Archibald Parrington.
Doctor the captain.
I can only learn one name at a time.
Yeah, fine. A nice home you have here.
Oh,
Thanks.
thank you.
You want the tour?
No. Holwyn was nice enough to give that to me.
I thought Holwyn was busy writing contracts.
They were. So they gave me a 3-room tour, and then a goose took over, although I don't think I quite got their name.
Goose.
They just honked a lot, and
Oh,
then proceeded to give me a tour around the house.
Honkert.
Yeah.
Teach Honker what the house is like.
No,
Honkert came with us.
Honkert is
Can
always-
Honker read?
Unknown.
We'll never
Honkert.
find.
In the distance here. Honk.
Honkert.
Honk.
I guess Honkert's doing
surveillance.
Honker stuff.
Honkert business.
Oh,
So-
yes, I did come here to take care of the matter of debriefing.
Oh,
Give
I
us our bonus for doing a good job, right?
there's unfortunately no bonus. You were paid quite a handsome stipend.
Yeah, but Holwyn has it all.
Well, then your group has it.
And then we bought some sort of sad donkey shop with it.
No, that was my personal money.
Yeah, but you got it from that, didn't you?
No.
Some of it?
we
So-
have not
Why do you have so
received
much
our
money?
stipend.
I have hobbies.
Do those hobbies pay?
No.
So, you who are the captain who has no name, what is it you wish to know of us?
Well, I want to understand a bit more about what happened on your mission.
Oh,
Oh.
Well.
Okay.
we went cooking in a tent.
Well, I can walk them through this.
Yeah, you
No,
can
provide
So-
commentary.
We
I will
were
either nod or
hired
shake my head depending on whether I agree or not.
by Reginald Tybalt to find his fervent sphere.
We can jump ahead just to after the part where you teleported off the ship and into Costeria at the very least.
I think after the ship we wound up in Ironvale.
Later ship, the one that you left
the
this city in.
later ship. That's the one that got us to Drogmar from.
No, the one that you left Drogmar on.
We teleported from Drogmar.
Yes, out of a ship. You took a riverboat further.
Yeah,
Inland.
and then we teleported.
Yes.
Right.
What happened after that part?
Oh, okay.
There are so many ships that it's hard to keep.
Yeah, I know. We've been on
Especially
multiple
the ones that blow
boats.
up and burn and sink.
Yeah, I think that belonged to the captain. Sorry about that.
Yeah, yes, it did. It did belong to me.
You never told us what happened to you after that.
Yes, we need to debrief you on that.
Yes.
Well, I suppose that's fair.
You can
We take turns.
Although
or
I
do you
am
go
fairly
first?
certain that I gave you a brief summary of the after action,
I think
as we
so.
would say.
Yeah.
Suffice it to say for now, you were lost at sea, and we came under heavy fire, obviously. Our ship being critically damaged, we were forced to flee from the scene, lest we lose the ship and presumably all hands aboard. We did manage to escape the area, likely because the Grotfell ships were looking for the three of you, and they stayed behind to ensure your capture and then left promptly after. We did return to the area to search for you after we'd managed some repairs, but unfortunately you were nowhere to be found.
No, we found ourselves later.
Oh, well, that's very good. Now, tell me, what happened when you first got to Costeria?
We got in a big cart with a Pegasus.
Yes, we arranged for that special transport.
Yes. So we went in that.
If you already know this, why are you asking?
Well, I'm aware of the transport. I'm curious about the happenings. Did anything go wrong in your time in Costeria, perhaps?
I mean, wrong is such a strong word.
It is, yes.
So
It almost like everything that we end up doing could be considered to be going wrong.
Yeah.
That's
not encouraging.
So we started. I'm going through my notes. I'm getting to the right spot. All right. We arrived at Halscombe.
Yes?
Nines put on a nice performance.
How lovely.
We had chamaritas. We had some really good chamaritas down at the dock. That was mostly what my notes are about.
Did anything of consequence happen in Halscombe?
I don't think so. Not in Halscombe. Did we have a fight in Halscombe? No. Also, I've got this cloak in Halscombe.
That's a very nice cloak.
It is a very nice cloak.
It looks like that would make you impervious to fire. Is that correct?
Oh, that was very insightful. Yes. How did you know that?
It's the big anti-fire sign that's on the back of
It
it.
says the tag that says this will not burn, nor will you.
So
100% fireproof, will melt in the wash.
after Halscombe, we headed to Illyridale.
Yes. Did anything eventful happen in Illyridale?
Well, first the League of Shadows attacked us.
The League of Shadows
And
attacked you.
then I think were the Goopables the next ones to attack us?
There were quite a lot of attacks.
There was the League of Shadows, then the Goopables, then the fungal creatures. I don't remember the order, but they all three attacked us in succession.
Well, I would imagine that the fungal creatures are more random chance than anything else. However, the appearance of the League of Shadows and the, what did you call them, Goopables?
Goo daddies.
Goopables, yeah.
No, they are the silver people that are immune to heat.
Their presence is slightly worrying, but assassins is even more worrying. Someone knew where you were.
But we haven't heard from the League of Shadows in a while, so I assume they're gone forever.
Or at least the contract expired.
I look out the window to see if I see any shadowy figures out there.
Just our neighbor.
That counts. That counts. Do I see our neighbor?
There's
with
one
shadow-
hooded figure, like, holding some daggers with a contract that says Midnight Branch. Just,
expires at midnight. Oh.
Expired
So,
midnight yesterday. Oh.
after the
What?
fight,
Midnight is midnight tonight or 12:01 tonight?
don't worry about it. So after we got attacked 3 times and Ulseth almost died like 3 times.
I think it was only twice.
Only twice.
You're
Then-
not a good, reliable narrator for that information. You kind of had a concussion.
Yeah.
Well, there is that.
We smuggled ourselves into
You had to smuggle yourselves into Illyridale.
Yeah.
Why did you have to smuggle yourselves into Illyria?
That is the
Because
only
half
way to
of
get
our
in.
party was framed.
Someone knew that you were coming.
Yeah, and I think the divorcees, Soloth, and a couple others were all framed.
And clearly someone within
And us, I think.
someone
We've
within
actually
the
done legal
palace.
things there anyway.
No, we hadn't yet.
We hadn't. We were not in.
Then clearly someone within the palace must have known what was going on. And leaked that information to the Grotfell forces.
Probably. Or they used magic.
It's possible that they could have scryed on you, but somewhat unlikely. We did have some enchantments that we used to protect your group. Commander Soloth actually has several enchantments on his person that all but inhibit people from scrying on his general location, which should include you all during the time of the mission. So something went wrong.
I always knew he was an enchanting person.
Yeah. So after that, we got really drunk at the innuendo.
Very well. I'm sure that was a nice night and led to nothing bad.
Yeah, so I spent the next day unwrapping all of Ulseth's rope.
That does sound like a drunken party thing to do.
You mean taking the rope off or putting the rope on?
Both.
No, I was not drunk when I took it off. And then we after that we were captured by the Tashiranin. Taken to the Forge's private house, broke out, stole all his stuff, and blew it up.
Oh,
But he got away.
okay.
That is where I got. That is where I got this armor.
And that's where Sonara came from. Hi, Sonara. Hey. How's the guest room?
Oh, it's great. Thanks for letting me stay here.
Yeah.
And
It's
do,
nice
you,
having a private bathroom, isn't it?
do you guys like nachos? I made some nachos.
Yes, we like
Yes.
nachos. We haven't eaten in minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all ate some nachos.
Yeah.
How many black olives are on it?
None.
Okay, good.
Fresh jalapenos are pickled.
Oh, there's some fresh jalapenos on some of them.
Take some of those.
I find the
that is
pieces with
quite
the
good.
most meat and cheese on it, and I eat those first.
Yeah, that checks out. There's this little badger, little big badger.
Purposely, pushing some away. Yeah, well,
So our heist plan, our heist of the Forge, went through the steps of flying the ointment, bull in a plate shop, intentional capture, breakout, gas masquerade, forced alliance, tax evasion, door to nowhere, to the top doorman playing the loop and cheesing it.
And it was very successful.
And we had a post-heist breakfast after that.
what was for that with that breakfast?
What?
What do we have for breakfast?
Well, it was the post-heist breakfast.
We always have a post-heist breakfast.
Some of your other compatriots mentioned that you burned an entire building down.
I have not gotten to that yet.
Well, I'm rather interested in that part,
Well,
if you don't mind.
okay, then stop interrupting me. So,
Please continue.
When the NPCs are trying to skip the cutscenes.
we stole this armor.
This armor, even though it is damaged,
The
it's
NPC is just
magical.
Yeah,
smashing
it's
the
broken.
A button.
Do I hold A? Do I hold star?
The Commodore does not care about my magical armor. I am very disappointed.
All right. So,
Well, it's very nice armor, but I'm not particularly familiar with it. Is there some reason that I should take note of your magical armor? Does it belong to someone who should be, I don't know, coming after it or waging war against the kingdom and such things?
no, the forge is dead. It
Yeah.
belonged to Ramardin, though, so it's
Yeah.
a sacred relic of the Tashiranoon, like the hammer that he has.
Yeah.
Well, I
I want
wouldn't
it back.
exactly
It
call
is
the armor
it
a
is the
sacred
armor
relic of.
Ramardin, like the Order of Ramardin in which I was trained.
I wouldn't exactly call the armor of Ramadan a sacred relic of the Tishianun, more of like a blasphemous icon for them.
Oh, even better.
So you have a sacred relic and a blasphemous icon.
However, the Costerian government may be interested in it as a matter of historical preservation.
No, I am preserving it. It is fine.
Well, I'm not the Costerian government. I wouldn't pretend to be, but if I were you, I wouldn't exactly go blabbing on about the origin of your armor.
That is easy to do. I will simply not blab.
Good plan. Then what do we do?
Okay, so after that, we worked with Charna, the dragon family lady. And she was gonna get us out of Costeria. But to get her help, we needed to do a heist for her and get rid of some incriminating information from the Festinian household.
And that's why you burned the house down.
No. That was a cover. Nines put on an outlaw performance and was sticking it to the man.
And stick I did.
And every good outlaw performance must have something like that.
And so you burned the house down for entertainment.
It was entertaining for many
It was,
people,
yes.
several people.
It was
A lot
also
of
very
people-
inspiring.
It was. A
for
lot
music.
of people were chanting, I don't care, and the burning builds. It was very famous now.
It was the Festinian Fire Festival.
Just don't go blabbing too much about our involvement in it.
Well, I kind of wrote a song about it.
Yeah, and
It's
how
fine if you want to brag about you burning the building down.
I
Just
mean-
keep the government of Glindring out of it,
I
if you
didn't
don't
bring the
mind.
government of Glindering out,
I
did
mean, the first line was, "This song was written, sponsored by the government of Glintring."
Hey, let's find out. I turn on a nearby radio
And listen to the voices
and to see
version.
if, like, the voices version pops up.
Right now, it's actually all news coverage.
Oh.
Oh, I listened to the news.
Like breaking news or just regular news?
It seems like breaking news. It's
Oh,
on
it's breaking.
every channel.
What's happening?
So I'm like skipping through channels and it's the same thing? Because I'm looking for a song, and whenever I talk about a song, it's usually playing on the radio.
Yeah, you're just flipping through channels, but it's all the same coverage.
What's the
What is
coverage?
it? Yeah, what's
Nice.
happening?
I guess I leave it on.
Okay.
I turn it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are breaking our usual coverage to bring you some important news out of the city of Cormer in the Cormer Republic. The Cormer family, the rarely seen and little known about founding family of the former part of the Glendrangan Empire, is addressing the gathered Senate. Lady Charna is speaking to them as we speak,
That's who I was just talking
and
about.
we will go
What a coincidence.
now to her speech. My dear senators, as you know, the Cormer family rarely speaks up on issues, preferring instead to let the elected representatives of the people of this country do the jobs that they were elected to do. But we feel that at times of great need and importance, an urgency to speak up and add our own voice to the chorus.
I set her up with the voice.
Today, I can announce that the Cormer family, as well as the Kerstead family, my soon-to-be husband, Trinap, has joined me here today. Would like to recommend and put our official stance against any motions from the Ulfstein-Grotfell family. It is well known at this point that the Grotfells have been agitating to go to war with Glindring. This will do nothing but bring death, destruction, and sow hatred between our peoples. We will gain no ground, and we will suffer only losses. Glindring is, as we all know, immensely powerful. Their dragon core is the envy of the world. The last time they were used in battle, those defending against it suffered a near complete loss. Now our soldiers are valiant, and they would give their lives to protect this nation. But why court death? We will gain nothing from this fight. This war will give us no advantage. And Glindring makes no threats to us. And should they, the Coasterians have long vowed to intervene on behalf of any who are attacked. This would do us no good. And I must urge all of you, vote no. And let your voice be heard and recorded on the right side of history, rather than let it fall into darkness and be used as a byword for traitor in the future. Thank you all for giving me this short time. I shall leave you to deliberate. I'm sure that this decision weighs heavy on your conscience. And that was Lady Charna speaking to the Cormarian Senate. Bold words from a family usually quite reserved, to put it mildly. This is one of the only times that Lady Charna has ever been known to appear in public. And I must say, I'm a bit surprised. Aren't you, Todd, at the sternness that she spoke with? Why, yes, I'm very surprised that this happened at all. Quite frankly, usually the families here in the Cormor Republic that hold power, they prefer to move the levers out of sight from everyone else. So, reporting here in Glindring, it's quite odd, to put it mildly. Yeah, Lady Chana isn't exactly what I pictured her as, either. We've gotten conflicting descriptions over the years. She came here today, and it's a, very young elven woman. It's not matching up with the reports that we've gotten. Indeed. So, was it Lady Charna? We've gotten some speculation that it might not actually be her. Well, we're not sure either, but it is sort of odd that any member of the Cormor family would choose to marry someone so high up within another family, announcing that she's taken Trinap to be her fiancé. Unexpected. This could mean a huge shift in power if the Kersteds are indeed aligned with the Cormer family. There's certainly some big shifts going on. We may even see the end of the Ulstein-Grotfell line. They look like they're being directly challenged, which is never a good thing for any dragon family. Usually they, as you said, prefer to operate in secret.
So, you get the point. It's not the Voice's best song.
That wasn't the song. Also, what kind of fantasy name is Todd?
I think Dragon Core is a great name for a band.
Dragon's a great fantasy name.
So wait, isn't Charna... Okay. She's not an elf. She's changed every time we've met her.
She's an elf.
Last time she was a dwarf.
No.
And before that, she was a halfling.
No, she's always been an elf.
Why is the radio gaslighting us?
The radio isn't gaslighting you, the DM is correcting you.
She was.
She's always been an elf.
Do I remember her as an elf?
She's always been an elf.
That doesn't answer my question.
Yes, it does. She's always been an elf.
I'd have to look back through my notes.
Okay. So, you were telling me about the burning that builds, you destroyed everything in Alirudel. What's going on?
Don't you care about the news?
Well, that's very big news indeed, but that's something that I have to deal with when it comes to Empress Anula.
What?
I don't particularly have to address that news with you all.
We're being dismissed.
Not really. What are we going to discuss about the news?
So,
We were all here as it happens, and I don't have any more insight than you.
I thought China already married Trinap. Were they not married yet? My notes are all wrong.
Well, you just believe everything you hear on the news?
Yes, it's my first time hearing it.
Trust these people and listen. Todd is the voice of reason.
Okay. So, yes. And here's a heist breakfast. It's 3 eggs, hash browns, snickerdoodle pancakes with cream cheese, icing, sausage patties, and jalapeno poppers with this coffee and orange juice.
I remember that breakfast. It was excellent. We should have it again.
We have to have a heist breakfast.
What are we
Okay.
going to steal after this?
Can you arrange for a heist so we
So-
can have such a breakfast again?
Why are you talking to me? Talk
We
to the
broke
commander
in.
guy.
Oh.
We broke into the Festinian Manor, stole the book of incriminating information for maybe Charna, I don't know anymore. And
What do you mean? You don't know if it was Chana?
I'm all mixed up on...
No, this is rather important. Lady Chana, the heir apparent to the Korma family's entire business empire. You had direct dealings with her not once but twice, according to your reports.
Yes.
And you're not sure if you're actually dealing with her.
Well, the first time I thought she was a halfling. The second time I thought she was a dwarf. And now they're saying she's an elf?
And this didn't alarm you the first time.
Well, I thought maybe I just took notes wrong.
When you're a changeling, everyone just kind of looks the same.
Do you think Lady Charna is more like a title?
I don't know.
Like James Bond?
Yeah.
The Korma family is incredibly secretive. They're the most powerful family within the Republic. And they've gained that power by keeping their cards very close to their vest.
Maybe she's a Rasati.
Maybe you are related.
I'll have to ask her next time. I'll do the secret handshake.
Well, I would recommend that you actually figure out who you're dealing with.
Listen, she said, I'm Charna.
You don't just make up a
You
name.
can't just lie about who you are. Right, Peacoat?
Oh, yes, that's quite famous.
Right,
That
the
you-
captain?
Right, the captain.
You can't lie or...
What's the name we got from the wall?
Reginald
Yeah.
Parrington.
Yes, you can never lie and deceive anyone about your true name or anything like that. That's just not something that can be done.
So after stealing the book and some other stuff, then Ulseth lit the house on fire. So if you have to blame someone, it was technically Ulseth.
I don't really care too much about the house being on
okay,
fire.
then
I
we
just
all
want to know.
did it.
I just want to know what happened.
There was a
don't-
fire and a really amazing concert.
Yeah, it was
Many hundreds of thousands of people came and enjoyed it. every
Hundreds of
moment.
thousands of
They were
people.
singing along with it. With
Even
the new
though it was
song
the
that
premiere
made
of
up.
the song.
Yeah.
Yes, they caught on really quickly. And
It
in
was
fact
almost
added
like
to
they
it.
were enchanted.
Well, although I'm not particularly a fan of people who are acting on behalf of our government, lighting large structures of other countries on fire,
Well, it was
I'm-
not that large.
I'm sure that it would have been quite entertaining, and honestly, I'm sorry I missed it.
And we heard about a Fretzelcini Alfredo, too.
A Fritzuccini Alfredo. What in the name of
It's
God
like
is
a
that?
Pretzel with fettuccine Alfredo.
That sounds
It goes well with a chamarita.
absolutely terrible.
So,
It's one of the worst
Don't
ideas
like
I've
it till
ever
you
heard.
try it.
yeah.
I need to find one. Where did you get that?
Oh, that was in the Thieves Guild.
The Thieves Guild
Yeah, we
had
joined
a
the Thieves Guild.
Fretzuccini
Don't worry
Alfredo.
about it.
Well, I'll
I
have
stole the
to,
recipe from someone.
So then we stole a Grotfell boat with Charna's help.
well, at least I'll be having it later tonight. You stole the boat with Charna's help.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
maybe Charna.
Maybe Charna, the person we
Someone
believe-
claiming to be Charna.
Oh, all right. Hold on.
It was an Ulfsting Grotfell boat. It's fine. And you were a pirate or a smuggler. You stole stuff all the time.
Well, yes. I'm not denying that.
So don't
but
give us your morality. Wait.
I wasn't going to.
Okay, good. Then tell us we did a good job.
Really,
So
we do need that.
So far, you've done a good job, but there's
Thank
more
you.
to hear.
Thank you.
And the reason I was saying wait is that I need to go get a drink and use the bathroom.
Okay.
How long will
Well-
that take?
About 15 minutes.
Let's all get a drink and use the bathroom.
I think that's
Together.
a wonderful idea. Yes. So, onward to the break. Welcome back, everyone.
Thanks.
When we left off, the captain was going to use the bathroom and get a drink. He's now done that, and we can resume hearing about your adventures,
Well, hold
since this was a
on.
debrief.
How's it?
Nines had to wait for
15
the
minutes.
captain to finish using the bathroom. Now it's my turn.
Why don't you?
Welcome
use
back,
one?
everyone. We are once again returning from break. Nines has now used the bathroom.
It was great. I
And-
didn't wash my hands.
We can
Now my chamarita's gotten warm
we
or
can
cold.
we can resume hearing about what Midnight Brunch did.
Elsa?
No, just keep talking.
No, you said you wanted to tell the
I didn't
story.
want to tell the story.
Yeah, you said I would like to tell the story.
In the
about-
in the very next event, I can't make heads or tails of
your own writing.
well, I can read my writing, but you know,
We fought people at the dock.
we did. We had a big battle at the dock.
I got a cool gun.
I didn't get more than like
That's foreshadowing.
2/3 dead.
I got a gun from Chekhov.
You did, but it was
Welcome to the gun club.
Yeah.
it was.
Oh, you should trade guns.
Yeah, let's trade.
Yeah, but your gun doesn't
No,
work
I
because
don't
it's
mind.
missing some parts.
It worked just fine.
It's worked once. That's all you need the gun to work for.
It did work once. We did some looking in.
If I'm not mistaken,
That was the first gun I tried to get.
you guys actually did work on that.
we did.
Yes, we didn't just.
I was just
Yeah.
describing the
Imagine
way we got it.
Yeah.
I mean, when it was found, it was that way. I should be doing this in Elsa's voice. But
Yeah, you should also.
yeah, I should be doing that.
Also, should you get you some tea?
We did legend lores and learned about things like
Just the big
Sturmgrimmy.
Oh, good. Your voice is sounding more hoarse again. I was worried about you.
You started sounding healthy.
You'll fix
Ella.
it in post. Okay, you take it from
Yeah,
there.
we'll go in and we'll do some ADR.
We'll add the gravel function.
We stole the boat. We went through the Bay of Peace. Fought a bunch of people on the Bay of Peace.
We tried to steal another boat, but they cut it off.
We fought a bunch of goopables on the Bay of Peace.
We fought a bunch of people on the Bay of Peace.
Well, they were people who were dead and taken over by goo.
Oh, so they were the alchemical
The
abominations.
goopables, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you call them alchemical abominations. It was a lot easier to say Google.
Yeah, goopable saves time.
It's even faster to say goo daddies.
I reject all of those names. Personally, I prefer to call them alchemical abominations,
Insight check.
and will continue to do so.
So we get to Tabaxavoy.
We will call you Captain of Excess Syllables.
On what are you rolling an insight check?
I don't think he actually does like calling them that. I think he has to do it to save face
For legal reasons.
for legal reasons. I got 16.
No, he legitimately doesn't like calling them goopables, and he very much doesn't like calling them goo daddies.
So, anyway, we got to
I'm
Tabaxavoy.
so sorry to all the ear watchers and eye listeners out there that you had to hear the liquid parental unit.
Doesn't help.
That's
No, it didn't.
way worse.
It didn't help at all.
So, anyway, the captain. We landed in Tabaxavoy.
Yes.
Hung out with Nine's family for a while.
Oh, very good. How's the family?
They're okay.
Loud.
Yes, it was a very loud household because Zori was there.
Yeah, and I kept turning into the voice and helping in the kitchen.
And I learned about action figures.
And your brother,
Yeah, you did.
where is he now?
Which one?
That's a great question. I think you're at a skateboarding tournament.
No, your other brother.
Your brother-in-law.
No.
Oh yeah,
The
they
one
just have a
in-
new house over in Tabaxavoy.
On the other side of the street.
You had another brother who also skateboarded.
Yeah, I had two brothers that skateboarded.
Yeah.
Your
Your brother
other
and your other brother who skateboarded.
brother.
Volodymyr?
Yes.
Why didn't you just say Volodymyr? You know how much family I have.
I don't
Oh, you
actually.
should come visit.
It is very loud.
Right now.
I think
Well,
there's a tree we know how to get to.
well, perhaps Volodymyr would
It's a
like to invite
cactus.
me.
It's a plant.
Yeah, so we hung out with them. We checked out Drovan's house.
Who's Drovan?
Oh, he's the hand
The hand? Who's the hand?
of the Tashiranu
Oh, this is a new
character.
character that has come in.
Character in our gallery of villains.
It is a new villain in a gallery of villains. This is a character who plays with time magic. It is very dangerous.
If it wasn't so Ulseth, it would be incredibly Deadpool-esque. This is a new character entering the scene.
No, you don't talk like that. You must.
I'm
talk
gonna
like
kick
this.
his ass.
Yeah.
Let's go, Cupcake.
Yeah. So Drovan's the hand of the Tashiranu.
What's the hand of the Tishunun? We don't know much about their organization.
Do you want to take this?
Well, there are three main leaders of the Tashiranun. There is the Forge, who ends up being dead later. You might hear about it. Yeah.
You
What?
might hear about it.
Spoilers.
It might come
Yeah.
up.
We knew
And
about the
Forge
Forge.
had the hammer, which I now possess.
And the other.
Then there is the heart. We know practically nothing about the heart. And then there is the other.
The hand. The hand, whose
hand.
name is Drovan. What?
In addition to the hand,
The forge, the heart, and the hand.
the hand, and the hand is attempting to use time magic, and
Yeah, he uses time magic.
well, that was a real problem in a battle that we ended up in that you will probably hear about.
Yeah, that guy using time magic. Real problem, that guy.
Yeah, so he does time magic. We learned a little bit about his tragic backstory in his house.
We investigated it in his house.
He's like trying to bring his dead sister back or something through time magic.
I'm assuming that the forces in El Siren are aware of the time magic.
Only Dole and Madame Malsame, so people who don't have much sway.
No one else at this moment.
I don't think so. Oh, Nines knows.
Yeah, I was there. Seems like something main characters should know.
Holwyn knows.
I meant no one else in El Siren.
Oh, they might have told people. I don't know.
Time magic is incredibly problematic, as you can understand.
We have been told that.
Yeah, but they say all sorts of magic's problematic. Like the Agmar Nodal are always going on about how problematic Fey magic is, and it's only helped us.
I think it's more the source of the magic that's the problem, less so the magic itself.
So,
Time magic is inherently problematic.
but Fey time magic would probably be pretty cool.
You should look into that.
I
Yeah, I
don't
should.
think it would be.
Why?
Well, of what I do know of the Fae,
They're timeless.
they have no real grasp on time.
Yeah, that would make it even more fun.
That means it would be less controllable, less predictable, and time magic is already filled with dangerous potential ramifications.
Anyway, we'll look into it.
No, don't look into it.
Well, don't tell anybody if you are.
Okay, I won't tell anyone about me looking into it later.
No, just
No.
don't look into it. Just stop.
I have looked into my research,
Uh-huh.
and there is the forge, there is the blade, and there is the heart.
I think,
The hand is a fourth one that
I
has
think-
just come into play.
or the blade and the hand are one and the same.
We
Yeah,
do not
blades
know
go in
that.
hands. Unless you do it wrong.
We have not met the blade, and we have not met the heart.
We've seen past hearts in legend lores.
Yes. Mm-hmm. We have seen a heart give Lanferan the title of the Forge.
Yeah.
We have not met the blade.
It might
Who
be.
is the most controlling, unflinching, violent, who never leaves the Tishiranun headquarters for the last hundreds of years. So the hand is not a Tishiranun, but is a Tabaxi who has come on the scene.
Tashiranu is not a race.
Well, maybe they have been brought into the Tishiranun as an adjunct character.
Or we don't know enough about any of it.
We don't know enough about the hand, other than that this is a person who has been studying time magic to bring back his sister, but has become involved with the Tishiranun. Anyway,
So, Dromar is a time magic user who works for the Tishiranun.
yes.
Dromar, your lost companion. The one who's in our prisons right now.
That's the funny thing about time.
Drovan.
Drovan. Wait, he's in your prison still? Why haven't you let him out?
He's working for us.
In your prison?
Yes,
Like breaking rocks and stuff?
not exactly.
He's better at breaking
Oh.
eggs.
What's he do?
He's keeping an eye on things.
In prison?
I guess so.
That is a good
Look,
place.
he's an informant.
Oh.
Ooh.
Wait, we're informing you stuff right now.
Does that make us informants?
Yes, and he's doing much the same thing.
Do we get paid to do this?
You did.
Oh,
Yes. That large sum of money I gave you.
but do we get paid more per word?
No.
Remember when we really didn't like capitalism?
You know,
Yes, what happened to those days?
Oh, we're rich now.
well, you are.
Isn't that how it works?
Yep.
I'm pretty sure that's the rule. So
Level 1 Dromar and 9s would be disgusted.
level 11
Only until he
Dromars.
finds out that level 11? Level 11 9 says a lot of money.
So after that, we took a boat down to Tizitstan. And went through a whole bunch of stuff.
We cooked in a tent.
Cooked in a tent, started a cult, did all sorts of like shenanigans.
And hijinks.
You started a cult.
Well, no, we gave someone a tablet with like extra existential writing on
We
it.
gave someone the idea of starting a cult.
Yeah, but they probably died in the second earthquake.
Also, that's where they started down there.
Yeah,
What?
Well,
There was
there
a
was an altercation.
yeah,
A disagreement.
a large-scale altercation between the Tishiranun and the Grotfels.
Well, I suppose having your enemies fighting each other is preferable to having them fight you.
Well,
Not
they
if
did that
there's
too.
not if a giant boulette comes in the middle.
Well, it wasn't just a regular bullet, though.
Yeah, it was a fungus boulette.
Yeah, it was a fungus-infected bullet.
What do you mean a giant boulette came in the middle of this?
It looked like this.
Zoria can do that. You can turn into anything that you've seen, right?
I just assumed that you like made a clay figure
Yeah,
of it.
that's the clay. Don't you make clay figures of everything
Of
we
everything
fight?
we fight. Zoria turns into a giant fungus-infected bullet.
I don't think she can turn into monstrosities though.
No,
Can you
not
not
yet.
do that?
No.
Oh,
Wait, can you do it at all?
I mean, I can turn into the voice.
close enough.
What's
Are you saying?
There was a war between the Tishiranun and the Ulstein Grotfels, but we got caught up in it.
yeah? So we ended up killing.
Well, I was mostly dead.
I was too.
I had a great time.
What are you doing, the captain? So we ended up killing Glinvy.
That's good, I suppose.
We ended up killing the Forge.
I suppose that's good. I don't know.
But-
and you haven't made it any
And
clearer
why did we not
exactly
get a bonus for that?
Yeah,
who's in the Tashiro Noon and what their structure is.
it's unclear. They're a secretive society.
Fair enough.
So,
But we didn't lose the bodies.
yeah.
we
So
did.
Drovan froze time, and when we stopped being frozen in time, both Glenvy and the Forge's bodies were gone. But that's probably not something to worry about. But we did see Glenvy's body again, because when we were leaving, we found the scientist guy who created the Goopables.
It's a minor correction.
What?
Only the Forge and Drovan disappeared.
During the time stop.
Yeah, Glenvy was still there.
But Glenvy's
Her
body.
body got picked up by a big goo monster.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
why. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But
You
they,
just-
in
you
the
just-
fight, we lost both.
We are just trying to be imprecise.
We're trying to be succinct.
Why?
At 2 different points in
So
time.
are you being imprecise to the Commodore on purpose?
No.
No. Sometimes one's memory is not
So
faultless.
what happened
Okay.
is we all had concussions except for Nines.
Yes.
2 bodies disappeared at various points in time in the scuffle.
Well, that's not good.
But we found Glenvy's body again.
So you were not concussed. Why do not you relate the truth out of what happened?
Yeah, start from the top in Whitfield.
Well, I was trying to get that last snack out of the candy wizard this whole time.
Did you get it?
No, it's hanging against the glass.
Oh.
You must forgive us because we were concussed.
So,
Understandable.
And I'm 9s.
oh, we also killed that big boulette.
Oh yes.
But also, a bunch of explosives went off completely randomly, and everything started collapsing.
Like a big earthquake.
And there was like a big second earthquake, and they need like a whole charity concert for it now.
And we had to run away fast.
Unrelated, do you want to go to a charity concert?
We are going to a charity concert.
How much are you giving?
The royal family has donated 200,000 gold.
Oh, that is quite a
To
lot.
nine?
How much do I get out of that?
Yeah, what's Nine's cut?
None, it's for charity.
Oh, who is charity?
I don't know. I think they kept telling me I get paid in exposure.
Oh, gross. So,
I have to agree with that.
as we were escaping, we saw the scientist guy.
Wait, who's the scientist
The guy who created the Goopables, who worked for Brucellian, and then his sister, Glenvy.
Yeah, we really should have killed them. Like,
Was this the one you found in the secret laboratory outside of Ironvale?
Yeah.
He was there.
Yeah, he was there
was
collecting Glenvy's body. He had her in a tube,
How do you know that he made these abominations?
because he was like, I made these.
Oh, well,
yeah, we just believe anything anyone ever
and
tells
he
us.
also, like, controls them.
well, that does seem fairly strong evidence when someone says, I made them, and then also immediately demonstrates their
Then
ability to control them.
He got shot in the face with a gun.
Oh, well, that's quite impressive. Who did that?
Some guy, I think.
Somebody with a gun.
You guys weren't even there. I shot him in the face with a gun.
Is he dead?
Well, okay.
Unclear.
His eyes turned all silvery. He started draining silver blood all over the place, but then he teleported away with everyone.
So he still had, like, function over himself?
Well, I don't
or-
know. He sort of slumped forward onto the controls. They might have already been started. It was unclear. I'm just gonna assume he's dead.
So there's a bunch of alchemical abominations that have been whisked off to who knows where, and they're now doing who knows what.
Being controlled
Listen.
by who knows where.
Well,
I solved
there's
the problem.
there's a missing dead body of the heir apparent to one of the most powerful families in the Colmar Republic.
I don't know where she is when she
And-
turns up.
Some sort of insane scientist who can apparently control dead bodies with this alchemical
But
substance.
he's
Including
also a dead
himself.
body. So it's
Oh, good.
fine.
So the alchemical substance is going to be giving itself commands. This is excellent.
Yeah. Now it's free to choose some different path. Maybe it'll go to community college.
Get his communication degree.
It might learn a trade.
Learn to love.
Get a
All
hobby as a carpenter.
possibilities, I suppose.
See? They weren't there before when it was being controlled. We set it free.
And I'm sure that it won't do anything bad.
It's, as far as I know, it's dead, and I'm gonna operate on that assumption.
In the bottom of the cave, there was a big pool of mercury that was being used to.
Yeah, they've been shipping mercury.
Yeah, that was all part of the plots.
That's what I've had reported back from everyone else.
So that is corroborated. And then we got out of the cave before it collapsed.
Well, that's
You can
good.
tell
I'm
that
glad
because
that
we
you managed to escape.
And we all got matching tattoos.
Well, that's quite a piratey thing to do. Did you take up a more pirate lifestyle then?
Well, we stole a boat. We got matching tattoos.
Sounds fairly piratey to me.
Hung out at Nida's mom's house.
You know, my dad lives there too.
Oh, how about that? It is good that they are still together.
That sounds
Thanks.
Especially with
slightly less piratey, perhaps.
Yeah.
Really?
A bit, yes.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
So, and then we teleported back here. And then we went to the palace and we met you.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember that?
And you told us some stuff that I wrote down but don't remember
and I
offhand.
we met an older elf lady who told me some information about the Tashiranoon and about this hammer, and I would like to meet with her again.
I like that we got to the part where we're explaining what happened to the person who was also in the room.
We're debriefing.
I'll see if I can arrange another meeting.
That would be wonderful if you could do that. I would be much appreciative.
So after the meeting, I illegally bought some face stuff from a magic store.
Don't tell me that.
We're debriefing.
No, you could stop when you got back to Drogmara. That's fine.
Oh,
Don't tell me illegal things that you did. I don't want to know
we
that.
we took a
in our
tour of our
lives.
house because we had just been refurbished, and then we gave another tour of the house
Again.
to Priel, but in between we had a tour of their house.
And I bought a store.
Oh, that is right.
Hey, did you know that Solov has a whole bunch of skulls in his house?
Yeah, you should probably get that checked.
Yeah.
Don't tell me things. Just
We put them there, but he has them now.
If you ever want a sad donkey,
We know a person.
Zarya now owns us a donkey store, and we can get you perhaps a discount.
No discount.
No. But we can source special
Okay.
ones for you.
wait. I don't get it. I thought we were friends.
You didn't even tell me your name.
I had to. I had to keep my cover.
What was your cover?
My cover's being the captain. That's why I keep up this whole pirate appearance so that I can help keep Glendrangan ships safe by making sure that they don't get pirated, because there are plenty of pirates out there. But if they see me and my ships in the region, they generally tend to stay away because they know that I have quite good armaments.
Not good enough to have not been blown up that one time.
Well, yes.
You criticize people so much.
Thank you
They should
for
be trying
the
to
helpful
I am just recapping.
insight. That's quite useful.
Don't get him started about that time we got robbed at the company house.
Oh.
Thank you for the debrief. It really is time for me to go.
We have other grievances.
I'm sure you do. Take them up with your local council member. Nice to have you back home. I'll see you later.
Oh,
Hey,
would
don't you
like
want a
some
tour of the
candy?
house? A real one?
Candy Wizard, get him. Well, that's not coming back. We just let a Roomba outside.
Is our candy wizard like a reject Doctor Who villain or something?
It gets worse and worse as time goes on.
He does look very British.
Yeah.
The Candy Wizard?
Yeah, I think it's the Fez.
The Candy Wizard sounds like a villain from a cut Matt Smith, like Series 9
Yeah.
Villain. Like they were trying to work it up in the writer's room. One of them was just like, yo, I got this idea for a Candy Wizard.
And it's like
And they're like-
animatronic that's like alive,
oh yeah,
maybe.
that sounds kind of creepy. Let's kind of go with it. But then, like the original writer just kept insisting, no, it really does need to give candy. It's creepy, but it also actually gives candy.
And it also likes feet.
It sounds like a villain from like a buried
This isn't
Series 9.
I was going to say it was like the original writer also came from Goosebumps.
So the Commodore just left without giving us like
A thank
a
you.
goodbye.
I imagine he
handshake.
jumped out the window because that's the fastest way to get out of our house. Although there's a giant eagle-shaped hole in it now.
Well, you did start insulting him and going on about random grievances you have.
That was
So-
mostly also.
So he showed himself out.
That is interesting. He was able to find the door without having had a complete tour.
Well, I got 3 rooms.
One of those rooms had the exit in it.
Yeah.
Oh, hey guys,
What the?
where
Oh,
did Commodore Parrington go?
Oh, he left.
yeah.
Olsef was talking about that time that the our bag of money got stolen right from underneath the noses of the company house.
Oh, I got some more legal work to go do. I'll see
No,
you
come
later.
back.
Bye.
We can hear. We do the greatest hits of the grievances.
Also, the Commodore, the captain had nothing to do with the stuff stolen in the company house.
No, I did not raise that issue.
Oh.
I just know he likes talking about it.
Oh. Do you want to talk about it?
No,
Oh, okay.
no. I have come to be reconciled with the fact that that will never be returned.
And we
Sad.
moved on with our lives.
Yeah. So,
have-
Owen,
Moved on.
Yeah,
you okay in there?
yeah, I'm fine. Just working on some legal stuff.
Oh, we have
Hey, are
bad
you gonna
news.
promote my concert?
Oh, yeah. Once I finish all these legal things, I can write in the promotion.
What legal thing are you working on right now?
The contract for.
Yeah, but like, what part of it?
Which subsection and parentheses?
I mean, all of it, I guess. Like, I'm working
Well, is
on.
there a tricky part? Or does it just take forever to do this stuff?
I mean, it takes a long time to get it right.
Don't you have a nice like form contract to go work off of?
Do you want some coffee?
Not for this. I've never negotiated a contract like this. In fact, I'm not really a lawyer, so I'm having to consult with a whole bunch of lawyers. Which, by the way, I'm having to pay for those legal fees, so you'll be seeing those charges show up later.
What?
Do
Why?
Do you need coffee?
Oh, thanks. I've already gotten some coffee.
How many coffees?
Oh,
One.
several. I've had a lot
Show
of.
me your
just
cup
one.
size.
I'd really not.
It takes up most of the room.
It's it's a sizable cup.
If we go into Hilburn's room, is there just like a giant? God damn it!
Oh, I have 2 pieces of news for you.
Yeah.
One is that there was news on all of the stations that said that China would prefer to not have a war with Glindring.
Well, I mean that's good.
And the other is that the Candy Wizard has left the house.
Yeah, and we don't know if it's coming back.
Oh darn. Anything else with the Charna thing? That seems like pretty big news.
Why aren't you more concerned about the Candy Wizard?
Yes.
How would you describe Charna based on previous interactions?
Well,
Yeah, you're a journalist. You write a lot of things down.
I would say that
You're very
she-
observant.
Well, yes. Can I give you my assessment?
I would love it.
I would say that Charna is somewhat impetuous and self-serving, but ultimately does have visions for how the wider world impacts each other, and it can see cause and effect fairly clearly, and is willing to act for the greater good, mostly, I
This is very
think,
boring.
as long as it serves her own interests.
How would you describe her physically?
Dwarf?
Exactly. Exactly.
What?
What do you mean?
They said on
What's-
the radio that Charna was an elf.
And everything on the radio is true.
As far as I know, you
Oh,
couldn't
okay,
broadcast
well-
lies. That would be irresponsible and wrong.
Well, okay, either we didn't meet Charna or that's not Charna talking.
or Charna's a changeling.
You think that the most powerful dragon family in the Karma Republic, one of the founding families of the country, it's named after them. The capital city bears their name. You think that they're Rasati?
Or they use polymorph magic. Or an illusion. Because do you remember Charna when we first met her?
I'll be honest, I don't particularly remember her now.
'Cause I'm pretty sure she was a halfling then.
I mean, there was a whole lot of stuff going on during that period, and I'm a little hazy on some of the details. I was more focused on getting out of the country,
Oh,
and I wasn't so focused on documenting things.
I remembered that you needed to be very focused on that because you were very bad at getting out of things.
Yeah,
You've gotten much better now.
I've been practicing. Thank you for noticing.
Yes, you've gotten out of our conversations with a lot of these lately.
Except this one.
Except this one, he kept dragging you back.
That happens from time to time. But no, I can't say I really remember her. So you think that she was a halfling then?
Yeah. If I get my other journal, I could show you the notes.
And then
And she was
she was
dwarf
definitely a dwarf.
the last time.
Now,
Now they're saying
No,
on
she's an
the
elf?
radio that she's an elf.
I mean, she probably has some sort of enchantment to just
And
make her
she
look
also
different
said
every time.
that she is engaged to Trinap, but they were married.
Oh, well, what people do in public and private are different things. They could just be saying that they're engaged because they're having some large formal event and they don't want people to think that they've, already been married or something. I mean, I've had friends that have gone and eloped and then only a couple people know and, then they put on a show wedding for everyone else.
Is that legal?
Oh,
That'd be like lying on the radio.
I think it is okay to just keep throwing parties if you just want to. And you can say, oh, we are having a wedding party. Why not?
Yes, let's have a dinner party.
We should have a wedding party?
Well, who's gonna get married?
Oh,
You want to have a wedding party?
if you can just have one.
We could have a wedding between a candy wizard and a wheat wizard.
One is an inanimate object, also.
It's very animated. It's
That's right. But it is not really a real wedding. It is just having a party about it.
wait, don't let me quiet for a second.
What is that noise?
Check the closet.
It might be stuck on the stair over there. You know, the one that, like, in that room, we just have that one stair.
It just crawled past the windows here on the second story.
Must be its long legs. It keeps it hidden sometimes in the box.
The box keeps moving.
Do we have to have that thing?
Yes, we can't get rid of it.
You want to tell it it's fired?
No, I would just like Dole to, I don't know, teleport it to another plane of existence or something.
I think
Should
Dole
we-
would actually like it.
Should we
Dole
call
might want to
Dole?
keep it.
And then preferably destroy that plane of existence afterwards.
Wait, can you ask
Hi.
Dole about that?
Hey, Dole.
Yes, Soria.
Hi. What's
Hello.
up? What are you doing?
Right now, I was having some mid-afternoon tea while I contemplated potentially adding a new supplement to my meal.
Oh, cool.
Is it gonna be mango?
No, I was...
Put on a speakerphone. It's really awkward to be right next to you like this.
I was debating on whether or not I should add some new herbs to my nutritional drink mix. My
You are
paste.
Dole. Do you still have a tasteless paste?
Well, yes, I'm thinking about refining it further.
To make it even less tasteful?
No, I find that consuming it for extended periods of time has some unfortunate side effects, and I'm hoping to balance that out
Oh.
by firming things up a bit.
Well, anyway, we're calling because we were going to have a wedding party, I guess.
A wedding party for whom?
Oh, no one in particular.
Undetermined?
Just having a party.
Trying to get ahead of it.
Then why is it a wedding party?
Well, I was told you could just have them.
I'm not sure that makes much sense.
Is it illegal?
I don't think it's illegal.
Well, then.
Then we can do it. Mm-hmm. Because legality is the reason we stopped doing a lot of things.
We were also told by Hoen to ask you about doing something with our candy wizard.
You have a candy wizard.
Yeah,
Yes.
well,
Somewhere.
the candy wizard lives in our house.
What on earth is a candy wizard?
Oh,
You don't know?
It's an endless source of wonderment and amazement,
Oh, yes, that is
and
true.
unwrapped candy.
Blink twice if it's staring at you right now through the window. Sorry, I didn't quite get that.
I blinked a lot.
It keeps getting close. There's a lot of them out there.
Well, you should come by and check it out. It's like an animatronic wizard that sometimes seems like it might be alive, but it also spits out unwrapped candy.
I think it's haunting Hillwyn.
I'm very confused about this.
Oh, so how would you be able to end your confusion? Would you like to meet the candy wizard?
I can't say that I do. It sounds terrifying.
Sometimes.
Sometimes it is just annoying.
Yeah.
Does it happen to have any supplements that could aid in
Oh,
digestion?
that is possible.
What kind of...
Usually that's not considered candy per se, but perhaps it's better to ask than remain
Perhaps
ignorant.
some sort of minty thing.
Or like a fiber tablet.
Fiber candy.
Fiber candy.
Fiber candy sounds awful.
It would be truth in advertising.
Like some sort of licorice that just...
Why does your mind go to licorice?
Be like a hay
It's held
pellet.
together. I don't know.
So
Maybe it's
what
like
was
the
it we were
dipping
going to
dot.
ask Dole about the
Maybe it's those like dot
Oh.
things I talked about that when you peel it off, it just peels the paper off with
Yeah,
it.
yeah, that's fiber.
So you who are Dole,
Yes.
Nines had suggested that perhaps you can transport the candy wizard to some other plane of existence and then eliminate that plane.
No one said that. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, we all love the candy wizard.
And we're not just saying that because it's watching us.
Oh,
Good.
do you want to come to Nine's concert in a week?
Or several.
Is that some amount of time?
Yeah,
That would
some
be
about the
amazing.
time.
Perhaps, yes.
Oh, also, do you know anything about synthwave?
No. Is this some sort of disease?
Yes.
Like an auditory one, yes.
You have an auditory disease.
Well, no, it's something I give to other people.
What does that mean?
Well, there is going to be a battle of it.
Should
I don't think there's going to be any
concerned?
survivors.
But it's for charity.
Yeah, it's for charity. The proceeds go to some place that got messed up.
Doesn't stop.
Yeah, that's one.
We messed it up.
Should I say that at the concert?
That I am playing for the place that we had messed up.
You can't lie at a concert.
Well, it's not broadcast on radio.
It won't be?
I don't think so.
Why are you doing it?
For exposure.
But shouldn't it be broadcast on radio then?
I think they want people to be exposed in person. Why don't you say that better?
Anyway, Dole, do you want to come to the concert? Maybe have a wedding after?
Well, not a wedding party.
Well, who's getting married?
I don't
We
think
haven't
anybody.
determined yet.
We are just having a party.
I think you may want to determine who is getting married first.
Well, I have mass suggestions, so we can find out.
That seems amoral.
What's finding two people and making them fall in love?
For 8 hours.
Before I think it's 24 hours.
Oh. Well, that's fine then.
There would be plenty of time for a party then.
Now, if we get up to level 9, it would be for 366 days. So as long as we remember on the anniversary to make sure that they stay married.
So you are a Dole.
Yes.
Are you suggesting that we change the theme of our party?
I only am confused about why it's a wedding party if there is no wedding.
Well, how about the murder mystery?
Yeah, let's do a murder mystery.
Well, that can be a fun party. Why did you bring up synthwave? And
Oh, I challenged this guy to a genre I just heard about.
Well, Laser.
Yeah, Laser
challenged
said he
you.
invented it.
perhaps you should practice your synthwave.
Or
Well, I
we-
do have these 45 albums. I swear they're multiplying in here.
Or we could instead plan a murder mystery party.
We can do multiple things.
Perhaps you should use the party as a reason to practice your synthwave.
The synthwave was the murder the whole time.
That is beginning to sound very complicated, almost like a heist.
It sounds like you might need some time to plan this.
Like, what? How long?
Like a week?
About a week.
Okay, but you better stay on the book the whole time.
I will do my best.
Okay.
I will have to sleep at some point.
We can sleep with it on.
I'll use my dream spell to keep hanging out with you.
That sounds nice.
Insight check.
When you are here, you can meet the Candy Wizard.
Yeah, 22.
It does sound nice to him.
Huh, all right.
And with that, everyone, it's an awkward episode.
Well, we got distracted.
Yes, by many of your own ideas.
Well, you shouldn't have let us have a candy wizard. I feel like that's 90% of the issue.
You weren't expecting linearity, were you?
I can't
In a time story?
say that I
Ever expect much from us.
Yeah, you really shouldn't expect anything from me.
you know, that's fair. I'm not really sure what this episode accomplished.
Well, we debriefed.
I think it confused you, and it certainly confused me.
We debriefed the
We
captain.
debriefed. We got to recap the last, many times.
I did
That we
send you
did.
down an existential crisis about Lady Charna, so that's fun.
Yeah, I'm already prepping the board. And yarn.
Ah, that's what you mean. Yes. Well,
We are becoming more and more fearful of the Candy Wizard.
I'm not scared of the just treat the candy wizard with respect. Eat everything it gives you, and it'll be fine.
Ah, okay.
solid advice.
We
Really?
should let the Commodore know that.
No.
Owen, You are a
Yeah.
treat the Candy Wizard with respect and eat anything it gives you.
That's super safe sounding advice.
It seems to be working for Zoria. Zoria has not been consumed by the Candy Wizard.
I really hope that
I
candy
can't
wizard's
wait to not
changeling.
get eaten by it.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah, the Commodore was almost consumed.
It
He must
doesn't
have-
consume.
He must have been disrespectful.
What is this consuming coming from?
Well, he ended up inside the Candy Wizard.
It's box.
Just remember, everyone, stay safe.
Uh-huh.
We love you. Bye-bye.